So we're going to do a little bit of makeup today. I already went ahead and did my face because I'm trying a new shade in the House Labs foundation to see if I got matched correctly again. And I'm also trying a new concealer, so that's why my face is already done. We're going to continue on with doing the eyes. And I thought today we would use the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 eyeshadow palette, which you guys know I unboxed this a while ago on my channel, so I figured I'd try it out today. Let me just take it out of the box, and then we'll prime our eyes, and I have no idea what look I'm going to come up with. Oh, sorry, as I almost dropped that. So here is that palette. For those of you who don't, you can see all the stuff on my desk. It's really nice. It's on the rose tone. Like the first one was more like neutrals, browns. This one's more like a rose. So I'm going to show you those colors right there. You guys can see, and it has a little for the cream shades. It's really pretty. These have names I don't know. So as I'm applying them, I'm probably just going to show them to you, and hopefully I'll remember when I edit in the description box to write the names out accordingly. So let's start by priming our eyes first. Let me grab a brush. MAC Paint Pot in laying low. So I used up all of my Fenty eyeshadow primer. I love the eyeshadow primer, by the way. We're going to just use the mirror from the palette and just apply this here onto the eyelids. And then I want to say thank you to everyone for all the love you gave me on my tutorial that I posted the other day. I really appreciate the feedback. And I'm just using the Ulta Buffing Concealer brush because I have to clean my Sigma one. Okay, eyes are primed. Let's close this cap so I don't forget to do that. And honestly, I have no idea what shade to go into because the way this one is set up is very different. And I'm just going to use the setting brush. It has powder on it already, and I'm just going to use what's left to set this a little. These are definitely what I find different from this palette compared to the other one, which I probably should have had to show to you guys. He has like all these shimmers right on top, and then neutrals like coordinating. He didn't do that with his first palette. Move this over here. So we're gonna go into this one right here with this brush. It's a cream, so I think I'm gonna just put this on my lid space, and it's very creamy. And let me just position myself so you guys can see me. So there's that shade right there. I have no idea how intense this is gonna be, but we're just gonna put it on the lower part of our lid. And I'm thinking of putting one of the shimmery shades right on top. If you hear my cat, I do apologize. She's been very vocal the past couple of days. Let me grab another brush. My flat brush, this one, where is it? I just found it the other day. We're going to go in with the Sigma Large Shader, the E60. I'm just holding this one in my hand because I might need it again. And I'm thinking we should go into this shade right here. Right here. This one right here. It's a very rose gold tone shade. And I figured it would be perfect because this is a rose gold theme. And I know a lot of people like to use these with their fingers. I always use a brush. And I think it's just because it's easier for me to use a brush than it is to use my finger on a camera anyways. Like if I was doing this off camera, maybe I could try it out, you know, using my finger instead. But let's just keep packing it on and give that little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm just really trying to intensify it. Hopefully it will show better. I don't know if it's because I use that cream base. I don't think that really did much. Let me try with my finger, because with my finger it seems like it would be more intense as I scratch myself. Maybe these are meant to be put on with your finger, because with the finger I feel like it's more noticeable. All right, so now let's do, I guess, some transitioning in the crease. Let me get another brush. I grabbed the E35 and I'm going to go into the shade that's right beneath it, this one right here, and put that in the crease and see what that does. If it's not dark enough, then we'll go in the one next to it. Okay, I'm going to continue with that in my crease. I had to stop for a minute because my cat is meowing and I want to make sure she's okay. See what I mean? Okay, that's it right there. Looks good. I like that. It's very monotone. So I'm trying to think, should I add another color? I think I'm going to add one of these darker shades on the bottom. So let me get another brush. I grabbed the E15 and I'm thinking we should go into this really dark color right here, this wine color, to just underneath. And we could probably use that as eyeliner too, we'll see. This is always a tricky part, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Because I have to look down, but I gotta look up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry, I had to check on my cat again. The E15 with that shade again, right under the eye. And I think it's looking nice. I like it. I always like to put like a darker color under here to bring my eyes out more. I think we could use this shade also on top of the eye. I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. I think I'm going to try to make like a liner with it. Do you guys see that? I hope you guys can see what I'm doing because I'm looking in the... How many of you can talk while you're trying to do a liner? Not me. Okay, I think that looks good. I want to put another color in my immediate crease though, so to break it up a little bit. So let me get another brush. This one from Sigma, this is the E36, and I'm going to use that color adjacent. This one right here. No, actually, let's go into this one because I think that would be too close to that one, the one we just used. And I'm going to try to put that in my crease. So I'm going to look just to break it up a little bit because I feel like it's too, you know, like it's too similar. And this might mess up the whole look. I don't know. That is the lovely thing about makeup. We're just trying. What do you think? I don't know. Did that do anything? I think it looked better before I put that color in it. Let's do the same thing on the other eye and I will be back. I have two eyeliners. I have one from Urban Decay, the Alkaline, and I have one from Sephora. This one's called, I think, Sangria, 53 Sangria. I don't think you can get this one anymore, so I'm going to go in with the Sephora one because I know this one is still available. And I'm just basically going to do an eyeliner. I'm going to attempt to do. Actually, put my arm down here. And let's see how that goes. Just to really just deepen up my lashes. See, that makes a difference. Just makes it look like I have more eyelashes. I never go inside the under, you know, the waterline. I don't do that. Not a lot of people do that, but for me, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it transfers too much to my eye. So let's do this eye real quick. One thing about me, my makeup is not precise. Like I just, however it comes out, I feel like, but I always like the way it looks. So like that, that's pretty much. I feel like with the light, you could see the shadow a little bit more. But I think that putting the cream base, it didn't, in my opinion, it made it look not like what I thought it was going to look like, is what I'm trying to say. Just needed a little bit of eyeliner. And I know they're not even, but I'll just fix it later. Right now, I'm just seeing if I need more shadows. So this is what the eyes look like. Don't excuse the mistakes, they will be fixed, but it looks very monochromatic. I don't know if that's the look that he's going for with this palette, but you know, I think maybe he wanted this one to be different from his other palette, which I really like that palette a lot. And I'm gonna go in with the YSL, the Shock mascara. I don't think I've ever used this one on camera, but I have. This is like my second one that I don't even think they sell this mascara anymore, honestly. I didn't see it on the Sephora site. I'm just gonna do like one. And we're gonna do this eye. I know it looks weird, I have to turn my head this way, but I have to be in frame and I have to prop my arm so I can get the lashes. Usually I prop my arm up on the table, but I'm wearing a hoodie and my arm would just slide if I did that. So this is easier for me. There. I don't know if it's that my eyelashes are getting sparse or maybe it's the mascaras I'm using, but I don't remember this mascara going on like this. I remember my eyelashes looking differently, but it doesn't look bad. It just, I feel like it's not the way it was when I tried it out the first time. The trick is doing all the bottom lashes without getting it smudged. So I'm just gonna run this as quickly as I can under the eye. Oh, as I just tapped my nose. And I just did a smudge. Why do I always get the smudge on this eye? That's all I'm gonna do because I think I'm making a mess. Okay, I gotta do my eyebrows before I forget. And I made a mistake right here. I'll get that in a minute. Let me just do my eyebrows. We're using the Gwen Stefani Give eyebrow pencil again, the Hella On Point in the shade 6. And I'm just gonna put my mirror down here and hopefully be in frame so you guys can see that. And I always, on this eye, my right side, I always do the peak first because that's where I feel like my hairs are very minimal. And you guys are probably wondering, I never put anything really on my brow bone, like as far as what's that called, eyeshadow, because I feel like with my MAC paint pot it covers the whole eye, so I don't really have to put a eyeshadow there, in my opinion, in case you were wondering. Okay, and then this eye needs more help because it's definitely more sparse. Like I feel from here to here it's very light. And when I was a baby, I didn't have eyebrows when I was born. And then they eventually, when they grew in, they grew in. My son had the same thing. When he was born, his eyebrows were barely noticeable. And then now he has really full eyebrows, like me. Which, if I had never done my eyebrows, you know, the trend of tweezing your eyebrows, my eyebrows would be a lot thicker. I just, you know, you don't like what you have, and then when you don't have, you're like, oh, I wish I had it that way again. So I would tell myself, Eva, do not wax your eyebrows. Leave them alone. Because when I was younger, I didn't like my dark hair either because I was like, oh, my hair is so boring. And of course, you know, when you become a hairdresser, you experiment a lot with your hair. Like, you really do. So I used to color my hair red, blonde. Like, I did all these colors in my hair, and I absolutely loved it. But then as I got older, I'm like, I really started appreciating my dark hair. I was like, I prefer myself with dark hair, so that's why I don't really do anything out of the box with my hair. I just leave it my natural color because I've grown to really like my natural hair color. So we're gonna brush this just a little bit. I will clean all this up in a minute. I'm used to cleaning up when I do concealer, but I already did concealer earlier. So where is the eyebrow gel? Here it is, the Patrick Ta one. I really like this. For me, this is like a combination between the Benefit one and MAC came out with a limited edition release of a eyebrow gel I used to use. I can't remember the name of it. If I can remember or find the name of it in somewhere, I'll put it in the description box so you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's a combination of these two. That's what I feel like. So we're going to apply this and then comb it through. I feel like this is like one of the best. This is even better than the Benefit one. If you guys didn't know, the Benefit one was like my holy grail. I use that all the time. And this has definitely replaced it. So please, Patrick Ta, do not get rid of this. Because one thing I don't like that companies do is they come out with these amazing products. You're like, oh my God, this is my favorite. This is one I'm going to always use. And then they decide to discontinue it. And it's like, ¿por qué? All right, now let me clean up these corners here because they're very dirty. Let me get my concealer brush that I used earlier. 1 second. Got it. And I'm just going to clean here. So I made a little bit of a mess. And I'm not adding more product. And then I'm going to probably use the foundation brush. Oh, sorry. I put my mirror in there, in the way. I don't think that's doing much. So I'm going to grab my foundation brush. And let's hope. And I noticed there's somehow my nose from earlier. I think I missed the spot when I was putting on the foundation. I'm just going to get that off with the brush because it's already dry. I'm not going to touch under the eyes because since I'm testing that concealer, but I think that looks good. I really like the way this looks. If you're someone that likes pinks or rose tone, I think you will like this palette. So far, so good. I'm really liking this look. It's not what I was going for, but sometimes the best surprises are the best, right? So we're going to definitely use highlighters and stuff that we've already used because I really like this bronzer from LYS. If you guys haven't tried it, you should give it a try. This is the shade Medium or Harmony, right? It's Harmony. And we're going to apply that with my brush that I just had here. My Sigma Soft Angle Contour Brush, the F23. This brush is awesome for applying bronzer and even blush, I was going to say. And this very pigmented. So I'm going to dust some off here because I don't want to, you know, put too much on because you could always add more. That's the wonderful thing about makeup. Start with less and then work your way up. See, like this brush, I love it. Fits right in your cheek. And I know Sigma came out with some other brushes for specifically for like bronzer and blush, and I do have those on my list to pick up, but I'm holding off on buying those just yet, but I do want them. And I saw that Sigma is having a sale as of this video for 30% off certain, hold on, I gotta get my arm, 30% off certain items. And I'm like, oh my God, I would really love to get some more, but I don't need them. I just want to try them out. So I'm just gonna wait on that. But yeah, I love this bronzer. It's such a good match. Now let's see what blush we're gonna use because I have two blushes here. I have a MAC blush. This is called Desert Rose. I've used this before. I haven't used it in quite a while. This is what it looks like. And then I have the Artist Couture Love Sprung palette. I absolutely love this palette. It's so amazing. These three shades right here. This is the one I used last time, Angel's Energy. I think Infatuation would be too, I don't know. And I've used Lotus Love before. So I'm wondering if I should just do the Infatuation so it's not all so monochromatic. Yeah, let's go with Infatuation. I thought I was going to use the MAC one, but let's use this one. And I saw that even though this palette is not on Sephora, you can buy it off his website, artistcouture.com. It is available there. So for those of you who like this palette, get it. And I saw that he came out with a couple of more new number 3, because I think this is number 2. There's a number 1 and this is number 2, and there's a number 3. And I think I want to pick up number 3 because these blushes are awesome. So we're gonna go with this Ulta blush brush, and we're gonna go into Infatuation. I'm just gonna dab it so it's not so, you know, in your face. This actually, as I say that, this, ooh, see how pigmented that blush is? This blush reminds me of a blush that I had of Makeup, oh, that's too much. I gotta buff it out. Makeup Geek's, one of her blushes, but wait, this is much more pigmented, obviously. But it reminded me of that blush, and since she discontinued her entire line now, which I feel so, my heart breaks for her, because Makeup Geek really had some really great eyeshadows and, you know, good products and everything. So I'm sorry that her business had to, you know, be taken down, because some really great products. So I'm just gonna buff some of this out because there's way too much blush with the large angle contour, the F40 from Sigma, because I put way too much blush on. Because that's the thing about those blushes from Mac Daddy, the Artist Couture, they're very pigmented, if you didn't notice, but they're so nice. I like them. So a little bit goes a long way. It doesn't look like I'm taking anything out, but trust me, I am. I put too much on. My mother would be like, Eva, parece poco de Juan, something she used to say, Juan, is Juan Bobo. She would make fun of me. I remember one time, right, when I was in the hospital, I'm gonna share this with you guys. Not that she made fun of me, she just teased me, is what I should say. When I was in the hospital for occupational therapy, because I told you guys I needed to rebuild my strength, I had a friend coming to visit me, and my friends, not my friends, he's an old friend. We were in school together since middle school, I believe it was, and he, you know, was gonna come visit me. So my occupational therapist was like, oh, you know, since you like makeup, let's try, you know, you practicing doing your makeup, since it's good for, yeah, you know, reaching, etc., stabilizing, because, you know, my hands used to shake a lot because I was so weak. If I overexerted my muscles a little bit, I was shaking. So anyways, I did my makeup, and I absolutely loved how my makeup came out. They did my hair for me. They braided my hair, which I haven't braided my hair in forever. And I loved how my makeup came out. And when my mother saw me, she was just like, did not like it, because I don't think my mother liked when I wore makeup. Or maybe it's just like a, you know, a Hispanic mother thing where they just kind of make fun of you. They don't mean to. If you're Hispanic, you know what I'm talking about. If you're Latina, you know what I mean. I still think this is too much blush, but that's as much as I can get off right now. I don't think I can get any more off. So let me get another brush so I can apply this highlighter that I picked out. So I'm going to use a setting brush from Real Techniques. And this is a highlighter that I haven't used much on this channel. It's from Dose of Colors, the collaboration with I Love Sarai in the shade Bathe. I really like this. I thought it would be perfect because it's a rose gold tone instead of using the MAC one, because I've used the MAC one plenty of times, but this one I don't think I've used, maybe only one time on this channel. And I'm sorry that you can't get this highlighter anymore, but honestly, I am just trying to use makeup that I have not used, because, oh, it's limited edition and one can buy it. I figured you guys wouldn't mind, because I'm sure a lot of you own some of this makeup and you'll be able to, you know, use it. Let me turn on this side to blur some of this out, because I get a little ham with the highlighter. I don't mean to. And this is a very pigmented highlighter, so let's get a little bit more just for the forehead. Might have put too much, but there. See how nice that is? Wow. I look really, which I guess is okay. So what do we have left? We did the eyelashes, we did the eye makeup, we did the face, the concealer. Oh, so the only thing we have left is lips. Wow. It's so funny how when you're used to filming and You're used to doing everything, and then when you don't do everything, you feel like you forgot something. So I wiped off my lip balm, and I'm gonna use this set that I got from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Pillow Talk 3 Intense. And it's a little mini set that I got from Sephora. It was $25. And I'm just gonna fill in my lip. And I don't know why. Now, I wanna ask you guys, any of you, when you put lip liner, does it tickle your lips or is it just me? Let me know in the comments. I see why everyone likes these lip liners. They're very smooth. It just glides on the lips. So this color alone is really pretty. It's like a brownish color, right? I like this color just by itself. I hope she has a lipstick this color. So this is the matching or the coordinating lip in the Pillow Talk Intense number 3. This looks nothing like what I was expecting it to look. I was expecting it to look more like this, but let's put it on top and see. I hope that works. It's much lighter than the lip liner. So I would imagine if I didn't fill in my lips, it wouldn't look this dark. And this lipstick is so creamy. It feels so nice on the lips. Especially my lips are a little bit dry today. Okay, so here's a close-up, everyone, of the look. What do you think? I really like how everything turned out. And this is a really nice lip combo. I love it. So that is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick impromptu makeup tutorial. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.